Survivors of forced marriage say more needs to be done to help other victims. It comes almost a year after a new law came into force in England, which raised the legal age of marriage to 18. Well, the government said the change would crack down on forced marriages and protect vulnerable young people. Previously, 16 and 17-year-olds could marry if they had parental consent. Figures from the government's forced marriage unit showed 17% of cases in 2022 involved victims from the West Midlands. Shanaz Khan reports.
This man that they got me married to was 30 and I was 15.
At 15, Rubie Marie went to Bangladesh on a family holiday, but then she was forced into marriage. Without her knowledge, her father had arranged for her to marry a man she had never met.
He just so casually said, wouldn't it be great if we got Rubie married? Everyone knew apart from me what was going to happen.
After her wedding day, her new husband wanted a child.
And the rape would happen continuously. I went into a zombie state. I was depressed.
After returning to Wales to give birth, she fled to the West Midlands. She says a new law, which increased the legal age of marriage from 16 to 18 last February, will help other victims.
I don't think that it's easily going to be stopped. It's going to push more and more underground.
For Fawzia Rashid, a trip to Pakistan to visit her dying grandparents also ended in a nightmare.
I went to Pakistan and within 2 weeks, I was married.
At the age of 16, she was held at gunpoint by her uncle and forced into marrying her cousin. The stress of the incident caused permanent damage to her eyes. She was told if she didn't go ahead, she and her family would be killed.
So the option for me was death or marriage. It wasn't of my choice. I was a child.
When she returned to the UK, she told her parents what had happened and they stood by her.
I think if the law was changed to say that you have to be at least 21 years of age to get married, that could only be a good thing.
The government's forced marriage unit provided support for 302 cases in 2022. In almost one-third of those, the victim is under 18 years old. But campaigners say increasing the minimum age is just the first step in tackling forced marriages in the UK.
Forced marriage impacts on many different age groups, and we need to ensure that we have the right services, the right training in place to be able to support.
The government says child marriage destroys lives and that its dedicated forced marriage unit provides support and advice for victims both in the UK and overseas. Shanaz Khan, BBC Midlands Today.
And there's more on this story on our News Online pages. And for details of help and support with forced marriage or honour violence, go online to bbc.co.uk/actionline. It's good to have you with us.